All right, Jake's out of town, so he asked me to do Monday Morning Yo-Yo. For those of you that don't know, I am Ron. Sometimes I help Jake with packaging, shipping, testing, assembly, a lot of those types of deals. If anything goes wrong, he likes to blame me, but yeah. Hi, Monday Morning Yo-Yo. I'm Ron. Yep, Jake made a mistake, let me do this, so today's Cyber Monday. We're doing something special for Cyber Monday. Something I don't think a lot of you guys probably know is Jake just loves designing yo-yos. He's got a boatload of designs not released yet, and one of those designs is the Loadout. And the Loadout is something that I helped him design. It's supposed to be for my 3-year anniversary, and that's still a ways away, but it's done, so I'm dropping it now. I grew up through modern yo-yoing the same time a lot of you guys did in the early 2010s. So the Loadout is kind of what I would say is a modernized version of a lot of my favorites from the early mid 2000s. Right off the rip, you're going to be able to tell that the Banshee was included in the inspiration from this yo-yo. A lot of it, the original Banshee, one of my favorite yo-yos. That's the most modern yo-yo you're going to see, I think, in the most recent yo-yo, not the most modern. The Loadout is a very modernized yo-yo, we'll say. But a lot of Banshee OG inspiration in this design when we went through it. Circling further back, there's a little bit of Supernova, a little bit of Avalanche, maybe a little bit of Nessie, a little bit Genesis. Those are a little bit harder to see, but they were just involved in the type of play style I like when I first got into yo-yo, so maybe a little nostalgia. Modernized into this, and this is a 55.7 millimeter yo-yo, but 46.6 millimeters wide, a lot lighter, a lot wider than anything Jake's done currently, and I really had to push him for this. He's conservative with his designs on the QC aspect. As you get wider, your likelihood of vibe can usually increase, but machining has also gotten better along the way too. So yeah, full-size yo-yo, wider, not overly wide still. Even me, I'm a little conservative and definitely don't want to push that 48, 50 millimeter wide. It just starts to get way too big for me. 64.5-ish grams. I like things a little more agile and light, and I think this yo-yo is going to be exactly that. It's wider, but it still does have a good bit of the material out at the rim. That's part of when it's part of that width area is a lot of that rim base. So we've got a lot of weight out there, and I do think it's just going to be very bouncy on that string, which is something that I really enjoy. Since I am releasing this while Jake's out of town, I am going to use the ask for forgiveness, not permission technique, and I'm just going to follow his lead, his layout for what he did Friday with the Wraith. So that means today we've got 12 hours. It's Monday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. It'll be a pre-order style. Jake was saying he had 45 new customers for the Wraith order, which is absolutely incredible. So I'm going to keep that idea of the limit 2 per person. It's not an overly limited release, but each colorway is kind of limited like the Wraith was. And I do like that limit of 2 per person. Just helps get some new fans the chance to try a G2. This is a pre-order, so you're going to have your deposit today. The amount you pay today is your deposit when the pre-order is ready to rock and roll. So this is going to be the same way as the Wraith. There's going to be a raw ship to us with the Wraith. The Wraith, Jake's going to test. The Loadout, I'm going to test. And then we'll make any small tweaks if we need to for the production run that's coming to you guys. So that way we're not releasing a yo-yo blind just without prototyping it. I want the proto first before we put it into production and send it out to you. So with that said, these will be ready pretty much the same time, end of February. And the plan here is to ship out the week after the Wraiths. But all of that was to say that your payment today, what you purchase today is your deposit. You will get an email invoice for $20 and shipping for each yo-yo. So keep that in mind. If your payment today is $30, you're going to have an invoice for $20 plus shipping when the yo-yo is ready to ship at the end of February, early March, since this is the second pre-order that'll be going out. Prices are going to be unbelievable. I'm setting the prices. Jake doesn't know this yet, but I'll just work for free that week since it is the design that was supposed to be for my 3rd year anniversary. I will do the assembly, testing, and packaging and shipping for him, so that takes a lot of the cost out of the yo-yo. Colors are always difficult to pick. You can go over and see the options that are available there. I just did want to talk about the party time. That is something that hasn't been released in a long time, and I wanted to see it come back. Jake hasn't done it, so I'm putting it into my own hands. That's a BAP base with an aqua and a purple splash. Let's go party. Now, during the Wraith pre-order, Jake was around to kind of push it along and give away Ghost prototypes throughout. Ghost was our Teflon, our PTFE yo-yo. This is a machined polycarb version with aluminum rims and hubs. So we're going to go ahead and give one of those out as well to one of the first 50 orders. So if you're one of the first 50 orders today, you're going to get entered into the drawing for one of the updated Ghost protos. So that's pretty cool. And then I'll check the stories if we give away some more after that. Too long didn't watch. Tell your friends. Cyber Monday, Modernized Classic by G2 Ron.